Hello guys, it's me, your awkward, talented, creative makeup artist friend Cat Sketch, here today to bring you a brand new makeup effects video. And if you cannot tell, I got kissed by the sun a little bit. I went to Texas and I'm back. If I'm still blinding your screen by my paleness, this is my tan. Anyways, today we're gonna do a makeup effects video of Billy from the movie Hocus Pocus, which makes me so excited because I've always wanted to do this makeup. But on the other side, my mentor is Tony Gardner, who created and did the makeup of Billy for Hocus Pocus, and he might see this and it makes me want to cry and tear my skin off. But today we're gonna do a dead corpse skin on my face and turn into Billy instead. So I'm so nervous. Let's do it. I feel like I'm jumping over a cliff. Let's get started. So first of all, I'm gonna put a wig cap on because I found my Edward Scissorhands wig, which literally looks like a bunch of crows attached themselves to a horde and died in my closet. That sounds morbid. It's Halloween. But we're putting this wig cap on and we're gonna secure her down so that we can put a wig on later while we paint this face. It's gonna be a lot of layers of liquid latex and cotton balls and tissue paper, basically everything that we stuffed our bras with when we were in middle school. When I was in elementary school, because I was a fast grower. Don't mean to brag. Okay, now that that's on, I'm gonna take all of my mother's cotton balls and tissue papers and just slap them on the face with some liquid latex. Hold on, I have no makeup sponges. I have some sponges, they're not for makeup that we're gonna use. Let me add that to my grocery list. I have these, which are those foam spongy materials that you get from Joann fabric store that you use to make cushions for like actual furniture. That's what I'm gonna use. I hope it works because I have no time to go to the store now. What is this video? We're gonna do it. Sweet baby Jesus, take the wheel and help me. Blech. I hate the smell of liquid latex. I'm gonna do layers of cotton balls on this area, the brow bone and the cheeks and the chin to hopefully make a skeletal like face like Billy has. So we're gonna apply liberally to that a little bit. So about, oh, there's liquid latex going everywhere, great. I should have worn a crummy t-shirt, but I don't think things through, as you can tell. All right, on the other side, it's almost like we're baking, but with stinky gym sock smelling liquid. I hate liquid latex. It's burning my eyes. You want to kind of pull the edges to give it more of a feathery edge that will distribute into your skin nicer. Oh, sweet God. Right there. Yes. Now I need to, I should have done this first, put some glue on my eyebrows just to give it a barrier so that I don't rip them off with liquid latex and smooth them down. Getting some translucent powder. We're gonna do about 4 layers of this on my face, but you can do as many layers as you want. That just works for the amount of brow hairs I have, and dust it off and doing that for 4 layers. Layers, like cake. Alright, now that we have layers of all the glue to hide and flatten our eyebrows, I'm going to get more liquid latex on those brows with some more cotton ball rounds. He almost has like a unibrow brow bone with like a thick brow area. Ooh, so cute. It looks like I'm have clouds growing out of my face. Now we apply this liquid latex on top of the cotton balls and then get some Kleenex tissues and pull it apart from 2-ply to 1-ply. Put it on top of our face, like so, without getting it in our eye, because that would suck. It looks like bird poo literally on my face while I'm applying this, but that's okay. You don't want to have harsh edges, so you want to tear some parts off like that and then just go like this. I'm so glad I didn't paint my nails for this. That would have sucked. And then we got to do the same thing on those cheekbones. We got to look like Yzma cheekbones. And per new groove status cheekbone. And more layers of liquid latex till you can't stand it. It's just how it goes. You could do like 2 layers or 3 depending on how many you want. or looks good, of the tissue paper. And I'm just gonna do the rest. Yes, I look crazy. Alright, now that I have this on my face and my mouth, as you can see, so that I can put in the stitching on his mouth, I'm also going to put some on my neck, which makes me nervous because you guys know I have issues with putting pressure on my neck from past stuff. I'm going to try to do like a wrinkly, just skin effect with some tissue and liquid latex. I have used probably about this much of this bottle so far just in this video alone, so I hope you guys like it. And we're gonna do like this V shape because I'm gonna paint on some of his collar of his shirt, but not all the shirt. I'm gonna have a jacket on. Sounds complicated, I promise you it's not. Again, just dabbing motions, do some wrinkle effects with the liquid latex and tissue. Yes, that's what we want, some wrinkled skin. Alright, now we need to dry this with a hair dryer. Now that that's all dry, hopefully, I am going to put some cream makeup on. For Billy's skin tone, I'm gonna get a mixture of this Bruise Wheel in Spanish Olive from Maroon, and I'm gonna get some cream white paint as well, and it's gonna be more towards white than green. You want his skin to be very light green, but not too white. It's gonna be lighter than the vomit of The Exorcist. Now I'm just gonna get like a stipple brush to stipple that in as a skin tone. We got a perfect shade match here, I think. Why you want to stipple this in with a brush is because what it's gonna do is it's gonna get in all those cracks and crevices. And the cracks and crevices that it may not manage to get to, we are going to try to put in some alcohol paints later. The reason why I like using cream paints as well, because any like aqua paints you don't want to use on this because we have so much liquid latex and I don't want a chance of it budging, and it just works better. It's to get into those cracks and crevices, I feel like. And I feel like cream makeups are some of the easiest to come by during the Halloween season. They're like sold in really cheap tubes. This is just the first layer, so we might not start looking like Billy yet because we're going to do a lot of layers. We're gonna put her up like a cake, or him. I look like if the Hulk had a teenage son that died and wanted to be a thriller type character. Like I said before, Tony Gardner was the person that did the makeup of Billy from Hocus Pocus, the original movie, which is one of my all-time favorite Halloween movies, just like everyone else's. And I got to work with him a few times, and I'm so incredibly lucky and fortunate to be able to have that in my life. Now, we cannot forget this neck piece either. And I'm gonna get his ears as well. Do you hear that paper just like crumbling? Look at my strained old neck. Alright, now for the eyes. I'm gonna get more of this brown color from the Bruise Wheel. This is called Burnt Maroon from my Maroon Cream Palette with a dual fiber blending brush. I love dual fiber brushes for effects videos when you're doing alcohol paints and creams because it just really gets into any cracks, crevices, and fine lines. But this is more of a red tone, but we are going to go in later with more darker shades. Another cream palette I've found that's really handy for this time of year are these Wet n Wild palettes, and I'm going to get this gray to get into this portion. In the eyes especially. You really want to concentrate the creams on the eyes, and we use alcohol paints and other paints around other areas, but around the eyes I like to be safe and use creams because I don't like to get alcohol paints too close to my eye because it will burn. You don't want it to get in there. The color matching for this character is so tricky because you could turn into Christmas real quick with maroons and green like I'm doing here, but I'm going to layer on a ton of different colors. Sometimes your fingers are just like the best tools for this. He has bigger nostrils, so, and like a more upturned nose effect, so that's what I'm doing with this gray. So to really get the detail of all his sunken in parts of Billy's face, you really want to look at reference pictures for this because he looks different colors in every single photo you find of him. And I am going to get some of these tans and creams to really set off the high points of his face. It's really, really hard to find out what his true color is from the movie, from reference pictures. it's just really complicated his tone of dead skin. So I'm just mixing and matching. So I'm gonna go with more of this khaki-like color. Yeah, it's better. And I'm going to stipple that on the skin and then blend it with my fingertips. I'm using this like khaki color. Is the best way I could describe it. You really want him to look worn and weathered and like he's been rotting in the ground 6 feet under for hundreds of years. See, if you get too strong of a pigment, you can just blend it out with your fingertips. And we're gonna do forehead wrinkles with the alcohol paint. If you don't have alcohol paint, you could also use eyeshadows when we do that step. The ears as well, and his neck needs some of that coppery khaki color too. This is taking some time, trust me. We are currently over an hour in. This color is honestly like the color of caramel is what we want. Okay, now for some gray alcohol paint. Again, if you don't have alcohol paints, you could definitely use some like eyeshadow. It should work. Just make sure you powder all this first. I just mixed some of like light brown tan with the gray and this alcohol paint to do some of this shadow marks. Just doing all these details of shadow. Alrighty, I have this brand new eyeshadow palette. It's not new, but this has been so good for makeup effects because it has these dark gray tones. The only other palette I found that's really good like this for like these smoky gray tones is the Lunatic Cosmetics Lab palette. That thing's amazing. Their first contour book is amazing and awesome. But I'm just gonna use the color Smoke in this to really use it on the eye. And I'm gonna get a very thin blending brush with the Onyx, the deep black matte, and really get some setting spray on it to get the smoky eye look for Billy. I'm gonna stick to powders because he doesn't have any pitch black. It's more like all smoky, dusty, dirty than it is like pitch black anything. So what I'm gonna do next is put some black eyeliner in my waterline. And we get some brown tones with a blending brush just to smoke out this more, to look more like dirt's on him. So Billy, unfortunately it's time to sew your mouth shut. So I'm gonna get some lash glue and cut some black ribbon that I have to sew his mouth shut. Out of all things, I feel like this is going to be the hard part. Yeah, because it's like you have to get them precise. You can just layer lash glue, or you could get Prozade or whatever, or spirit gum, and then get your ribbon or thread. So I can't talk for the rest of this video. I'm realizing I should have done this last. What was I thinking? Alright, so the hair I just got, I think this was Edward Scissorhands hair. And we really want some in the face to really get Billy's look down. I don't know why it looks like his hair is wet even though he's been underground. Oh, and what we also need is some shadow around his lips. And we're gonna get a jacket to really get the look. And with that, we have turned into Billy from the movie Hocus Pocus. I hope you guys enjoyed this. It was so much fun to do. And I hope I did Billy from Hocus Pocus and Hocus Pocus itself justice, because as I'm sure like you guys are, I'm a huge fan of Hocus Pocus in general. Leave me a comment down below on what other makeup transformations you would love to see for Halloween season here on this channel. I do 2 videos a week. I love how Billy looks like a voodoo doll crossed with a zombie. All the products I use in this video will be listed down below in the description box as always. Oh, now it's time to take this off. There's ribbons in my mouth. This is gonna be relieving. I'm so glad this is coming off. Oh, I need some isopropyl mirror state. What you doing, girl? What this stuff is the magic juice. What it's gonna do is it's gonna take off all of the makeup liquid latex from my skin without it tearing my face apart. Ow, it hurts. I'm bowed. Again, I would love to hear you guys' feedback. I definitely showed you how to do a ton of liquid latex with tissue paper and cotton. You could do so many effects with this. You could do skulls, you could do old age makeup, you could do zombies, you could do so many things. Let's take that jacket off. I'm not looking forward to this neck part. I'm so terrified of things on my neck. I wish I had my boyfriend to hold my hand while I do this with my green nose. Shout out to Corey for helping me focus and put all my videos together for me. Oh, much better. I feel like I escaped from a cocoon looking like myself and not a beautiful butterfly. Ooh, remnants all over my face. And I saved my eyebrows. They're not gone. Yay! That's always a good thing. Who's excited for Halloween like I am? I am. While I'm editing this, I'm probably gonna make some pumpkin muffins. Sounds good. I heard they have pumpkin hummus now. It made me like want to try it and want to vomit at the same time. Alright, I'm gonna go take a shower. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next makeup transformation for some Halloween goodies. Love you all, creators. Bye!